Your crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1200 hours coordinated universal time UTC here on the Ubricoin channel. You're just in time. I'm glad you could join us. This is a channel that offers you freedom of money with our health crypto, the Ubricoin, which brings to you wealth, wellness, and well-being. The time to buy Ubricoins is now while the price is still affordable. And I see we are bullish on coingecko.com, meaning we are positive. We're on the positive side, and that is a good impression for UBN's price. And of course, you need to be buying that Ubricoin now. So the number you need to be calling us on is 0713 258 127. Again, that number is 0713 258 127. We help you download the wallet. We bring those Ubricoins to your wallet, and your journey of wealth, wellness, and well-being continues with the 69,899 of us Ubricoin hodlers currently, and we're still going stronger every day, slowly but surely. Now, currently, our focus, guys, is on creating liquidity for UBN. We already began that journey on uniswap.org, which is a decentralized exchange that allows you and me to exchange our cryptos, to lend money to each other, to borrow money from each other. Of course, this was begun by our very amazing pioneer team of 16 members, and it's currently active on uniswap.org, that particular UBN ETH liquidity pool. And of course, these contributors stand to earn passive income from the transaction fees of every transaction that is happening in that particular liquidity pool. So we are on our second contributors of the liquidity pool, the guys who wish to come in again and support and add to the liquidity pool of UBN ETH. We're so blessed to have amazing people following the action and willing and coming up and saying that, you know what, this is also our time and we want to do this. So many people have come up, and you're only contributing $100 for this, for us to continue doing a lot of amazing work on making sure that that particular UBN ETH liquidity pool is as active as it can get. And so there are people who have already contributed their money, and you also have a chance to do that. And you can actually give us a call again on 0713 258 127, and we can give you directions on how to do that, even as we continue following the action on etherscan.io to see what is happening, and I will be letting you know in just a while. So our work is to mobilize as many people as possible so that we can have more activity happening to the UBN ETH liquidity pool. And of course, massive shout out to my diehard fans. That's Bishop Mackenzie, Sikolia, Lilian Masibo, Bishop Ongala, Daniel, Pastor Thomas, Sama Singa, Steven Opanga, David Ogutu, Chiza, Ian Mwangi, Brandra Koi, William Boro, Agnella Maganga, Antomunya, Priscilla Jane Kiongo, Jojo Felix, Cleve, Blex Mutitu, Tobias, Zipporah, Shea, Sheila, Silas, Charles Kia, Isaac Ithua, Alfanyota, Sherry, Justus Kimeli, Jenga Shugu, Mohammed Ali, David Mutiru, Pinch 254, Triza, Justin, Irene, Cynthia, Global Trader, Romario, Mr. Mbuga, Kimani Mtak, Kimani Kamau, Miriam Veronica, Caroline Okello from South Africa, massive love to you. Alex Mburu in Djibouti, we love you. Kaushik from India, massive love. The amazing ladies in the New England, Madam Beatrice Morango, Elizabeth Kiruki, Damaris Githua, Miriam Musioki, mad love to you ladies. In California, we have Mr. Fred Kufai, mad love, Kimani Kamau, Dr. Muteti, Florence Karumba. In Maryland, we have the amazing Mr. Jacob Yator. Massive love to you and your team, Amon, Alex, Fred Gishura. In Seattle, Washington, we have Jace Rurie, Pastor Zippy Johnson Jr., Salome, Lilian Mero, Albert Ndege. Massive love to you. And of course, in New Jersey, we have Stephen Gitao and Jackie. Representing us in the United Kingdom is the amazing Madam Ruth Owino. Massive love to you. Jane Nelson, Edith, Sue Warunyora, Kathy Wawero, Anna Maganjo, Anne Masharia, Rose K, Job Shege, and your wife Hannah Shege. In the USA, we have Judy Johnson, Mike Gashiri, Paul Njoroge, Peter Njoroge wa Texas, Patrick Muganda, Conrad from Boston, Massachusetts. Massive love to you. And today I have my special shout out. And special shout out today goes to Alex Maina, Ricky Jesse D, Rebecca Chelimo, Joseph Chebi, Lucy Chebi, Ruth Owino, Albert Ndege, Elizabeth Kiroki, Frederick Ngure, Beatrice Morango, Jacob Yator, Nicole Njuguna, Stephen Jehia, John and Peter, Elizabeth Kara, and Alice Kazira. Those are my special shout outs today. Massive love to what you guys are doing. We're really impressed and we're really humbled that this is the trend that you have put us, and it is because of you guys and the many people that are joining us each and every single day that we get to drive the price of Ubricoin higher. We maintain the volume and we keep doing good, because wealth, wellness, and well-being is soon going to be our reality, that's for sure. Now, even as I hope that you had an amazing long Easter weekend, let us get inspired today from Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Amen and amen. That's a good verse to begin off the week. And on our crypto word of the day today, we're comparing the private key and the seed phrase. And we're looking at exactly how those, those terms come along. And on our crypto news segment, we talk about interesting news of a Californian couple that has used tokenized rings to immortalize their marriage on the Ethereum blockchain. And on Ubrica today, it's all about making UBN liquid, and it's you and I who have that responsibility to make sure the Ubricoins in your smartphone, are getting that value that we're all seeking to find for it. So let's begin by looking at private key and seed phrase, and I would want to begin with the private key. Now, a private key, and this is from investopedia.com, is a sophisticated form of cryptography that allows a user to access his or her cryptocurrency. A private key is an integral aspect of the cryptos, and its security makeup helps to protect a user from theft and unauthorized access to funds. Now, on the other hand, a seed phrase, which is also known as a mnemonic phrase, recovery phrase on some wallets, is a list of words which store all the information needed to recover your crypto funds on chain. So now this single, now coming to understand how a private key comes about, is that a single 24 word, for example, seed phrase with a password or a passphrase, along with a particular path, which is known as a HD path, will produce a particular private key. And in order to steal the funds out of a wallet, somebody just needs to know your seed phrase and the password. And then they guess the various HD pads. And these options are not many. On the HD pads are not many until they are able to crack that private key. So once they now have the private key, your private key, then and only then is when they can attempt to take all the funds within that particular wallet. So if somebody generates your private key, then they are able to access your funds, and those funds do not belong to you anymore. So it is the private key that allows you to access your wallet. If you lose it, you won't be able to access the wallet. And of course, the seed phrase is the key that will allow you to retrieve your wallet in case there's a formatting on your phone or your computer. Then you want to replace the old one with a new one. So you use your 12 words or 18 words or 24 words to be able to, recover your wallet. So now this 12-word seed phrase is a representation of your private key, but it is not the actual private key. And of course, the seed phrase is what restores your wallet should you lose access to your wallet. I hope that is very clear to everyone, because this is a big issue. And of course, we keep on telling you that you should be, wherever you are, make sure that you know where your seed phrase is. The 12 words that you wrote down of your Trust wallet, the 24 words that you wrote down on your Coinomi wallet, you should be having those words next to you. And we recommend that do it on paper only, and make sure that it is only you or maybe the person that you trust, your loved one, that has access to that particular seed phrase. Remember, whoever has access to your wallet private keys, again, these private keys, as we have seen how they are, generated. If they have access to your private keys, then that means that they control the funds in that wallet. So that is where the meme of not your keys, not your coins comes from. If someone has access to your private keys, they have the money. So you just cannot afford to expose your private key. And with the wallet, say Trust Wallet, you don't need to look at to generate where the private key is. You have your seed phrase, which is written down, your 12 words. Make sure that you know where those seed phrases are, because that is what is going to save you from all the trouble of, losing access to your funds. This is very important, especially for our Ubricoin holders who have millions of Ubricoins. You don't want a case where you have millions of Ubricoins, you've invested big time on the Ubricoins, and you're waiting for a great return on investment, but then you end up misplacing your seed phrase or your mnemonic phrase. It is going to be very sad, because then nobody can help you access your wallets. If in case you lose your phone or something just happens and you format your phone, you should be in a position to make sure you have the seed phrase. This is very important, guys. Let us repeat this until it gets to us. Wherever you are right now, if you own 100 million Ubricoins, if you even own even 50,000 Ubricoins, because this is for sure, we know that Ubricoin is going to gain its value very soon, the greater value that we're looking for. If you just lose that wallet and then you come later on and you see that Ubricoin has, it's time to reap the fruits that we have been sowing all this time, and then you do not have access to your seed phrase because for some reason your phone, you formatted your phone rather, I think you should take this very seriously. Make sure you have your seed phrase. Nobody, not as Ubrica, not anyone else can help you recover your wallet without the seed phrases. So I hope that is very clear. We need to repeat these things, guys, because let us not have carelessness and then blame other people for you losing your funds, and you are the one who mishandled your wallet or you did something which is not supposed to be done. So that being said, let us cross over to our crypto news segment. Today we have interesting news, and this is news on Cointelegraph by Bran Kwambi. It talks about a couple getting married on Ethereum blockchain for $587 in transaction fees. Now, a Californian couple has used tokenized rings to immortalize their marriage on the Ethereum blockchain. Rebecca Rose and Peter Kaczynski, employees of leading US-based crypto exchange Coinbase, have revealed how they used Ethereum's blockchain to become lawfully wedded. On April 3rd, Rose posted to Twitter to announce the pair had tied the knot on March 14th in both the physical and virtual worlds. And I just want to, quote the words, the tweet that Rebecca wrote. Most people get married in a place of religious worship, on a beach, or in the mountains. Peter and I are not most people. We got married on the hashtag blockchain. In addition to a traditional Jewish wedding ceremony, Kaczynski wrote an Ethereum smart contract named Tabat that issued tokenized rings, NFTs in the form of TBT tokens, to the couple wallets. Now, Tabat is a Hebrew word for ring, and Kaczynski created the 2,218 line long smart contract on March 10, with the contract costing 0.25 ETH to create, and that was roughly worth $450 at the time. Now, an hour after the contract was created, 3 more transactions were sent from Tabat for an additional cost of 0.0048 ETH, and that's $87, suggesting it costs around $537 to tokenize a marriage contract. Now, that ceremony itself consisted of 2 transactions, the transfer of the NFT rings from the contract to Rose and Kaczynski. Now, in total, the ceremony took 4 minutes to be validated by the Ethereum network and incurred $50 in minor fees. And by contrast, an average physical wedding in the United States costs roughly $25,000. Now, the NFTs depict an animation of 2 circles merging to become one and were illustrated by artist Carl Johan Hasselroth. And on Twitter, Rose continued to say, and I quote, "The blockchain, unlike physical objects, is forever. It is unstoppable, impossible to censor, and does not require anyone's permission, just as love should be. What could possibly be more romantic than that? End quote. So now we are headed to the blockchain. We're headed to the blockchain based marriages. We want to formalize right on the blockchain because this is possible. We can have we can tokenize a marriage contract, and we're in a position where now it will only cost us just how much. This is, first of all, it's only taking 4 minutes for that particular ceremony to take place, and then you're just incurring a minor fees of $50. Now, the whole amount for you to have this tokenized marriage contract, it just costs you $537 as opposed to $25,000 that you could have incurred were you to have a physical wedding. So that's the way to go, guys. And this is very interesting. I would like to hear your views on this. You can put your comments. Would you go for, would you use blockchain? Would you use Ethereum blockchain to go on and have a tokenized, a marriage contract? That is really amazing, and that's the direction everything is headed to. So you can see across the blockchain cuts across everywhere. Everyone wants to be involved, and even more so, we tell you here that the blockchain money is what is very interesting because this particular money is global, and of course it's on the blockchain technology, which as you know, Rose has quoted for us, it's unstoppable, it's impossible to censor, it does not require anyone's permission, there's a lot of transparency, traceability, and verification. You're able to verify whether a transaction has taken place, and of course you can't claim a transaction took place and it did not take place because we already have a place where we can go to see if your transaction took place. So the transparency is just amazing of blockchain money. So any transaction that has taken place, guys, in the last 3 hours and 17 minutes ago, there was a transaction that took place, and this, you can find this information on etherscan.io. That's our block explorer if you want to confirm anything that is happening currently with the Ubricoin. So anything that goes on in the with Ubricoin, it has to be recorded on etherscan.io, and that is really amazing because then we have proof of what is happening. And everyone within this network, the 69,899 of us, are able to see what is going on. And this is really amazing. Transparency is key. And with blockchain money, that's why it beats, fiat money 100% because there's not much transparency going on with fiat money. And that's why we are having so many cases. We're having people ranting all over the place about, loans that have been taken and money just goes unaccounted. So we're coming to solve this situation and this problem with blockchain money because there's a lot of transparency going on, and nobody can say, I took this money and you did not take it, or this money, you can't trace where that money probably went to. And so that is why we want you to come and embrace blockchain money. And this is Ubricoin for you. Ubricoin comes with wealth, wellness, and well-being. Of course, you're not going for any other money out there. We know, and we're shielding UBN because we know that Ubricoin has the great potential to get there, out there, and to be big. And of course, that's the journey that we're headed to. Even as we remind you that we're already now on uniswap.org, and there's a lot of activity that is happening. There's a lot of, interest that has come in with our Ubricoin holders, and we are really grateful that people have embraced this course of creating liquidity. And so with that, we got the UBN ETH liquidity pool, and that is what is currently happening right now. And if you want to follow the action that is taking place, you just go to etherscan.io again, and on the DEX trades tab, if you click right there with me, you're going to find that about 12 hours and 39 minutes, there was action taking place. And that was a buy action. And you can just exactly see what is happening, the exchange between ETH and UBN. And this is exactly why we are mobilizing as many people as possible to come and join in here, because we continue with this action of UBN ETH every time. Sooner than later, we're gonna have UBN, in the liquid form. Of course, right now, currently UBN is illiquid, so we want to have UBN liquid, and these actions are what are going to lead us to the liquidity of Ubricoin. So let us continue doing what we do best, and this is supporting UBN for our own wealth, our wellness, and our well-being. And of course, I'm looking at 160,059 transfers having gone so far. So if you need to participate in our second liquidity pool, of course, guys have been contributing. It's only $100, so that this week we also have a video on, following up the action and doing more action on the UBN ETH liquidity pool with our amazing teacher, Miss Susan. Of course, she's been guiding us since the beginning, and of course, we expect that she's going to do more with our help. So we are coming on board to support her and to help us, all of us, achieve what we're looking for, and that's the liquidity for Ubricoin. Again, the number that you need to be calling us on is 0713 258 127. That number is 0713 258 127. We bring those questions to you, and of course we welcome the questions, we welcome the comments, and we take the Ubricoins right to your smartphone. That's the way to go, guys. Having said that, it's my time to love you and leave you, and today we wrap up the show. With a quote from an American Baptist minister, that's Benjamin Mays, who says, "The tragedy in life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach." Again, the tragedy in life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. I have been your girl, Scholastic Kamuki, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao.